Let's see who else comes in. I'm just cozy on the couch at the minute. Cozy on the couch. Absolutely loving something today that's sat right in front of me. I'm very, very grateful for, and I will show you in a minute. These just amaze me every day, every year, every day. So we'll just wait to see if a few more people come in before I show these. And this is going to be a chat tonight which is based on facts, and people get hurt by facts, but facts don't care for feelings, because facts are facts and feelings aren't what we really are. We feel them, but it's not what we are and who we are. Oh, I don't want to knock them over. Hi Colin. And it's funny really, because the week I was off, from the barn, it was funny to observe stuff going on. Very, outside and over YouTube. A lot of, what would the word be? Weird behaviour. Very, very, very weird behaviour. Yes. But it is not surprising. We've got 10 people in chat. Who's in? Now, what I'd like to ask chat is, we're in February 2021. Why do anyone in chat, I have noticed that two around me, people acting, peculiar. Yes, Colin. Peculiar, erratic, I don't know, many different words for the same thing. Hi, Stephanie Young and Sai. So, if anyone in chat, who wants to comment, is, Red Pill Phil's he was over on his channel doing, letting people speak about what they, the feelings and things that are going on. So, is anyone noticing, hi Lawrence, strange behaviour around them? I'm not talking about YouTube, it's on YouTube as well, but I mean around you, in your vicinity, in your environment, wherever you're from, UK, not UK. And why would you think a lot of people are acting out, feeling depressed, feeling lonely, feeling in a lot of emotions that are not so positive? I'd just like to know in chat. I'm going to let chat say it. I personally know why, but why would the chat, why would you think 17 and 7? Why would you think a lot of people all over the world, all different backgrounds, all different upbringing, would be feeling a bit off about things? Hi, pretty lady. It's a wild world. Trump is our president. Oh, he still is. Whoop, 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 whoop. A lot of people don't get that. I've just had that in Charlie Ward. Redfield Pill's channel. Someone going on about that certain stuff, but people don't understand. Like in the news today, on my phone, it said something about Israel, and the Israeli president didn't get why that Mr. B hadn't got in contact with him, because that's what they do when you're president, and couldn't understand why maybe the White House number had changed. Maybe it's because Mr. B is president, but we'll let everyone else work that one out. I think besides what's going on, hi Lois, besides what's going on right now, the energies coming in are a huge effect on us. They are. Thank you, Stephanie, and anyone else that might be thinking that, because people are letting in negative energy around them. Yes, they are, Colin. Earth vibrational. Yeah, and it's not just earth vibrational frequency, it's the frequencies, it's the negative frequencies that are coming in that I've talked about before, entities, negative frequencies that are attaching themselves to people. And I believe, this is personally what I believe and what I've been seeing, is there's been a lot of negativity that have been going on in the world for years, And a lot of people have been living in the love of, what is the right word? Well, that's lovely for you, James, isn't it? Yes, but you're another one, James, that I'll be talking about in a minute. That comment you've just put in there, which I will read out if you don't mind. I tried to tell you fantasy thinking. You won't tell me anything, by the way. I tried to tell you fantasy esoteric new age. Esoteric's not new age, by the way. Is not the answer. Denying reality and not facing what is dangerous. If we believed like the British, well, you can get a grip of yourself, because the British are good people as well. So don't think everyone's a sleep mate, because they're not. If we believed like that, the British, we would have conquered us. The British did conquer you, mate. So go and figure that one out. Do you not know that? Looks like you need to do a bit of researching. And the New World Order isn't here. The New World Order was already here. So I don't need people like you. Yes, I will. I will, because it's people with that sort of energy right there, James, that I'm talking about tonight. I'm not afraid to talk about this energy because it's going on. It's not you per se. It's the energy that you're feeding into. And I'm going to read out a comment that it is all about that. That's fear. Fear is separated from God. That's fear. Fear, fear, fear. We have been living in lies. Yeah, yeah, exactly, Stephanie. So we've been living in lies. We all know this. Don't matter when you woke up or whatever. We all know this. So, but there's been a thing that's been going on for years, as we all know, where everyone, not everybody, but a lot of people have been loving when other people are in misery. And this is why people watch things like Coronation Street, because we all know what the telly's about, because it makes them feel better about their own life. So they watch stuff like that. But it's like I've said before, do you remember not long ago when it was all these videos going on Facebook and YouTube? I'm going to talk about certain prophecies in a minute, because that comes into today. Certain prophecy, do you remember when there were certain things going around on YouTube, Facebook, because obviously they're all compliant with all this, where I've said this before, you've got children following trends of like, they burn themselves and then someone else would do it. Yeah, predictive, yeah, we know it's not programming, but what I'm trying to get to the point of is, and then they'd follow it, and then someone would really hurt themselves, because obviously that's a bit of a stupid thing to do. Then there was girls fighting each other after school and boys fighting each other after school, and people would just stand there with a phone and nobody would intervene. No, because they were scared in fear that someone else was going to do something. But they all loved the fact that they were filming people getting hurt, because we all know they wanted to sensitise everyone to thinking that that's all right, and everyone thought it was a trend, and people went around doing that. And there was all these sort of things going on where they'd see even little tests that I used to see on YouTube, where there'd be a woman in the street and it was all set up, and say a man came over and he was pretending to hit her, sort of, because it wasn't real, to see if anyone would intervene. Nobody did. Hi, Astral Thief. So let the moderators let everyone keep talking, and if the same people keep coming in, just take them out, because I'm not interested in people with negative energy. I don't tolerate it, and I'm not going to tolerate it, because it's not where we're going. If you don't like my channel, you don't have to watch. But I don't tolerate that sort of energy that just came in, because that sort of energy used to come in with that sort of energy all the time. And there's another energy that I'm going to talk about in a minute, but this is what we've had. So just like Stephanie said before, evening, if you people don't like it when you get real and you talk about real stuff. That person's going on about reality. Well, I am talking real. So, and that's been coming in for a very long time. We all know it's been tested and it's been going on for years, because they were just dumbing people down all the time. I think many not of humanity know their existence will soon end. Yes, they do, Lawrence. They're not of the godly goodly, and they seek to mirror humanity so they can move forward with exactly. So what I'm trying to say is, I know a lot of you will get what I'm saying, is all this energy's been going about. Now, we all know there's shit going on in the world right now. I mean, if you can't see that, you've either been living in an island that none of us know about, with your head stuck deeply in the ground with earphones on, totally in the dark, living in Mongolia somewhere. I don't know. We all know it's obvious. You don't need to be from anything to know that the whole world is in so-called lockdown, though we're not really, because no one's on your door with a gun telling you can't go out. It's just lockdown of the mind. And this is what it's all about, people. So we all know there's all this stuff going on. A lot of people are feeling the same energies because we're all in the same boat of the world's in this together and all this so-called weirdness. Check out the page fitness. Remember, yeah, she's brilliant. Yeah. But it's not what I'm talking about. So we all know this is going on. So there's a lot of people, obviously, that will come in just like that person did before, and it's not that person. So people need to stop getting offended when I say something. It's the energy that you hold that you've been feeding into. So if anyone gets offended out there right now, or is listening later and you don't like it, I don't really care. It's not about that. Facts are facts and facts don't care for feelings. So go and listen to Tom MacDonald's new rap. You know what I mean? So all that's going on and people are feeding into all these energies. One, because a lot of people watch the news, not everybody. But there's still, this space between us holds a lot of energy and holds a lot of, you could say, people's thoughts and things of that energy, consciousness going about. And it can be feeding into you, especially the negative, when you're feeding into negative stuff. And this is why people are always saying all over, keep your vibrations high. Because if they're low, negative energies and entities will attach to you. And I've been seeing a lot of it. It's not nice to see. It's not nice to hear, but these people, energies, always get offended. Now, I'm just going to get this out of my system before I read this comment out. Now, years ago, I acted like a victim about a certain situation I was in that I've talked about before, don't need to talk about, because people on YouTube seem to think they have to know the ins and outs of your asshole at the end of the day, but they don't. They think they own you because you're on YouTube, and like, no, you don't. You just get to see what I want to put out, and if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. But what I'm trying to say is, I was in something, and I used to speak to my friends about it all the time because I felt like a victim, because you do when you're in something and something's happened that you're just like, oh my God, and it was to do with my youngest dad. Now, obviously, when you're hurt, you want people to feel sorry for you. Well, it does actually save you, James. So I don't know why you keep coming in trolling, you know. You save yourself, you're more powerful. So just keep spouting out because it shows where you're from. This is a prime example of how people are. They don't listen to what people are saying. They listen to what they think people are saying. I've just said it's not that person, but I won't tolerate it. It's my channel. I won't tolerate it. It's your energy. You're in fear. Don't get offended because I'm calling you out as you're in fear. You are in fear. Look what you were shouting out. So, as again, I won't be looking at if he comes in again, but it's obviously getting triggered by something. Now, lost souls on a sinking vessel, exactly, and I'll go into the Star Wars thing in a minute and Starship Troopers. Now, where was I before I got rudely interrupted again? No, this genuinely a ladies' channel, but Dolly is dynamic and love hearing her say instead. Well, the thing is, Chris, you know, people think if you're from a spiritual way of thinking, you have to be all holy. It's bull crap. I have days where I'm more feisty and days where I'm more a bit mellow. Depends what I've been doing. But at the end of the day, check this out. Right, so I was in a victim state ages and ages ago when my little son, who's only nearly 6 now, was a babe, newborn. Actually, before newborn, when I was pregnant, right? Not going into it. But I acted like a victim because I was so hurt by somebody I trusted. Got rid of, took back and trusted, and same thing happened. So I was in this victim state. And this is why I can talk about victim state, because I've been there and I've experienced it. So I kept going on about this situation, and I was probably boring myself at the time as well. And yeah, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. I'm not man-hating. I think men are great. I think men are great. There's loads of good men out there. I don't like women who go on the rampage. These silly women, what they call these feminazis that have been going around hating men because they've had something bad happen to them. And that's not what I'm saying, Danny. Danny's laughing. That's not what I'm saying. It was just a situation, but I'll tell you not all of it, but so I'm just saying I was acting like a victim. So I can talk about victim state mentality because I've been there myself and I've done it. So I can talk about it because it's an experience, but I don't hold that within me anymore. I'm not bothered. It was a learning. So when I went through that, I think I was boring myself to death. I was boring my mates to death. My best mate was I think sick of hearing it, and one of my other mates, until my mate turned around after quite a while and said, "You've got to stop it." And I was like, "Yeah, but," and they're like, "No, you've got to stop it. It's not good for you. It's not good for anyone around you." And this is the thing I'm trying to say is, if a real friend is a real friend, they will tell you to stop it. Real friends will not go, "I'll wipe your ass for you, and love and light, and it's okay." Ooh, would you go to, say you had to go and see a counsellor, and there's nothing wrong with that, a lot of people do, but I'd rather go to somebody who's going to say to me, "Right, I'm going to listen to you, I'm going to sympathise with you," because guess what? We've all had trauma in our life. No one goes through the life without trauma. If you have, you're lying. And if you have, I mean, you mustn't be of this world. Everybody goes through some sort of trauma throughout the life. Maybe more people, maybe some people go through more, because to me, it's about where your mindset goes. But I would rather go to somebody who said to me, "Right, I'll be the counsellor now. Right, I'm going to sympathise with you. You can offload, tell me your story, tell me what what all this is, blah, 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 blah." Sit with them, listen to them. But then you're going to work out what it is. Hi, Rob. Oh, is he wanting to talk to me? If he's still on in a bit, I can, because this isn't a mega long chat. It depends. You might have to bob over there and see what he says, and bob over here if he's still on. I could tell him I'm not going to be on that long. I know he's been on long, but yes, I'm just doing my chat. But you can see, or I'll get on the next one. But right, I'll get back into flow. So I would then work out what it is and tell you the truth. And say, "Look, it's you. You are the one with the problem because you can't let go. You are the one that knew this person wasn't really good for you. Why did you get back with him? You are the one who chose to stay in this relationship knowing what this person was doing because you thought you could change him." We all know that doesn't happen. We're not here to change people. We're here to work on ourselves. So really, you are the one that kept yourself in that situation. You look out there, keep yourself, if you've ever been in that situation, if you think about it, don't lie to yourselves, kept yourself in that situation. I would rather have if a true friend, if I knew a friend knew I was hurting myself through something because I couldn't see it, I would rather, I'd be mortified if a friend told me, especially my best friend, said, "Do you know what? I knew you were doing that, but I just let you carry on with it." I'd be like, "What? You knew? And I was hurting myself more, and you didn't say anything?" I'd rather have a friend who went, "Right, you've let it out a little bit," because you do need to do that. You're allowed to feel your feelings. You're allowed to be in emotions. But I've said this before, but you don't stay there. I would be mortified. I'd be like, "You've let this go on for so long." I don't want a friend to turn around to me and be like, "Oh, it's okay. It's okay though. Yeah, it's okay. Keep doing what you're doing." What, destroying your own life through your own way of thinking and being? Does anyone get what I'm saying? Because I think a lot of you in chat are going to absolutely understand what I'm saying. It's nobody else's fault apart from your own for keeping yourself in a mental mind trap. Taking time to recharge and reflect on thoughts is just as important as being ready for the fight when it comes. Exactly, but we the fight when it comes, but we can't choose to fight each other. No, anymore. This is what they want. Exactly. And this is about division, and this is about the prophecies. Yeah, I've been told I'm harsh to survivors, but I'm not a counsellor. I'm an advocate. Exactly. But I have a mother that said, "Just go back." So people, yeah, exactly. And there is people that are more, just like you said, Nails Hope, that could be, that seem harsh, but it's just because people get so offended when someone says something to them, because they know normally if they get triggered or they feel hurt, it's because deep down they know it's true. I got hurt when my friend said that to me, but I knew it was true. I even cried, but I knew it was true. I knew what she was saying was true, and she wasn't doing it because she was trying to upset me. She was doing it because she loved me, and she didn't want me carrying on in that energy because she knew that wasn't my soul energy. Your soul energy is not the person when you're being angry and you're triggered. It's not really you. It's just energies coming in. Some of these energies are invisible. Some of these energies come from the planets. If you don't know about that, people need to. This is why that guy came in before going about esoteric, this, that, and the other. You need to learn what energy is. It's all sorts of different energies coming from all sides in this realm. People's energies, everything's energy. Plants, animals, everything. The planet. So it's all the energies everywhere, all communicating. So imagine having, when empaths go on about, I feel everything. Well, yeah, a lot of us do, but the thing is, you're not supposed to take it all on board. You're supposed to navigate your starship around the waters, if you get what I'm saying. So, with that, I triggered free today. I'm going to read out a comment. Now, this person has commented on my channel before. They normally don't come in. And like I said, people might think this is harsh, but I'm trying to communicate this out to people because this is what's going on in the world. This isn't, I'm not going to say the name, but this isn't about this person. It's just about the energy of what they don't understand. And I'm not tolerating this sort of behaviour. If I was a counsellor, I wouldn't tolerate. If I was a counsellor, spiritual counsellor, whatever counsellor, and someone kept coming to me, and it's dead funny because I've just seen someone saying, a lovely soul off, if I can find it, I might play it Instagram, talking about the same thing. Everyone's talking about this sort of energy at the minute because it's going on with all the confusion and everything that's going on in the world. So, this person, bless them. It's not them. It's their energy. They choose free will to reside in. So I just wanted to read it out on what I put. Now, this is where people always go on the defence and they always normally come out with the same thing. And I had to respond to it. And it might seem harsh, but what can you say to people that don't really take on board what you're saying? It's up to them anyway, but they're not gonna push forward. So let me see if I can find it. And I'm just going to ask you what you think. Now, you've got to take this as a form of energy and listen. Like, people who will see it as a bad thing, they will do because maybe they're not understanding. And Rachel Pixie's trying to ring me while I'm on YouTube, but that's fine. So, right, where is it? Right, here it is. Is it? Right. I think. It was on one of my posts, so let me see. Right, hang on a minute. I'm going to have to go and find this. It's rife right now. It is so rife. It's so rife. I was even talking about the lady that picked my painting up today. She was even talking about how the energy is so rife. And another girl said who was with her, she went, I'm just sick of people at the minute. Do not feed it. Exactly. Don't feed it. So, let me just see if I can find it. Right. Oh, and I put this picture up today. If you want different results, you need to be a different vibration. Where is, I think, right, yeah. So the other day, I put a comment on, say, what do you call it? A post up that I made. Hand did it. I think it was, yeah, right, found it, right. I'm not reading the name out, but I did this post the other day about happiness, right? I made that and put it together. It's actually in my craft room. And it says, happiness is a choice. I said the other day, happiness is a choice. It's not a destination, it's a way of life. So this person put, and this person always puts something negative. So, of what I've seen. It's not a bad thing, it's just where people are at. This is what I'm trying to say. It's not about this person. This person will get offended that I'm probably reading this out. This isn't about the person, it's about the energy. It's, right, so I put, happiness is a choice. This person put, it's not that easy. You have no idea what some people have been through. You don't you don't. It's happy for you. Yeah, it's happy for me because I took a choice to be happy. And I do know what it's like. So I'm not judging because I've been there myself. So I can talk about it. I have been there. So I can talk about it and I do have an idea. And it's all about your mindset. So I put, it's a mindset. You choose it or not. You don't know what I have been through in my life. So stop judging. See, he doesn't know what I've been through in my life. Everyone's been through trauma. So stop judging and switch your mindset. Don't act like a victim. Because this person's gone on before about different stuff and his country not loving because from America. And I'm like, look, your country does love you. The people do love you. You are loved. It's your mindset. So I said, don't act like a victim because you are not, but it's your choice to be one or not. Celebrate life. Always someone worse off than you, and lots of people with nothing in other countries are happy because they choose to make the best of everything. Sorry you feel this way, but it's your choice. I don't tolerate victim behaviour because I'm seeing a lot of it. I read out a quote yesterday with Bobby Brown who said that he had a friend who had, I don't know if he said he had no legs, but I have seen a guy on YouTube who had no legs. Hi Rachel, sorry I was on here. No arms and legs, and he makes the best of stuff and he goes around the world doing motivational speaking. Now, that guy's happy. There's always someone with something. But all people want to do today is moan about the life. My life isn't perfect. I never said it was. But I choose to bring in the happiness more than anything else. And I'm happy with my life and I'm happy with what I've got in my life. A lot of people have got a lot more than me. I'm not bothered. I'm happy with what I've got. I'm happy with my friends I've got. It's a small circle of friends, but that's the way I like it. I'm happy with who's in my life at the minute. I'm happy. It doesn't mean shit doesn't happen. It doesn't mean there's not other things I'm desiring or I wouldn't want to bring in. Of course there is. But when people see me on YouTube, of course I'm happy. I'm quite like this normally. There's mundane things that I have to do, but I choose it. And I have to snap out of it if I am feeling a bit moody about something, because we all do. So it is a choice. So I said to this person, again, they said, what is the problem? This is what people say. That is the problem. People have no empathy. Well, that's wrong. And I don't have a victim state mentality. I want these fuckers to die. What? I don't know who he's talking about. Hi Susie Q, but thank you very much for judging me and you don't know what happened to me. Thank you. See, it's all that thing, you don't know what happened to me. I want these fuckers to die. I think he's talking about the stuff in America. Brilliant. But that's all anger and it's all madness. So that's not happiness. So, but you see where people, they always come back with, that is the problem people have, no empathy. Well, I tell you what, I have a lot of empathy, but I'm not going to pussyfoot around you and I'm not going to tolerate your behaviour. What I said in that quote, happiness is a choice. Empathy, to me, I want to ask chat, to me, I read the comment and tuned in after thinking, oh, poor guy, too miserable. And like, yeah, it's a shame, but people don't see it, do you know what I mean? But personally, I want to see what you think in chat. I want you to comment back. Empathy doesn't mean, as I said before, people with empathy wiping people's backsides and shouting love and light and I love you and all that. It's not about that. Empathy is somebody who sees someone's hurting and tells them the truth. And truth hurts sometimes, but wouldn't you rather know the truth? A bit like what's going on in the physical realm at the minute. Truth is here, it's coming, it's been coming out, people don't like it. That's why people's are all over the place at the minute. They don't want to listen. They've turned a blind eye. No, don't want to listen. People don't want to listen to themselves, so they go like this. No, I'm not listening. La, 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 la. Don't. Do you know what I mean? So empathy to me, if you want someone who you think's got empathy to tell you, not to tell you that you're doing something that's destroying yourself, and you'd rather them just like wrap you up in cotton wool because that's the way the world's been going. We've been wrapped up in cotton wool and they want everyone to be like, woe is me, look at me, look what I haven't got. Look. And that's why people go and watch Coronation Street and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? Empathy to me is someone understanding but also telling you the truth at the same time. Don't succumb to the small-minded. Don't let them in. Yeah, exactly. This is not me though. This is just what I'm putting out because I see it in the world, and I know there's people looking for stuff, and it's just to say, happiness is a choice. So this person is trying to say to me, oh, it's just because you're happy. And then why give me a heart if my story is just a joke? Well, that's woe is me again. People truly have no empathy for people at all. And I do. No, they do. Because I've tried to help this person before and said, get out in nature, go and do the things that you love, keep your mind out of the news. Yeah, be aware, but don't stay in it. I'm constantly saying that. And I said, it's not a judgment, read what you're saying. You choose to be happy or not. Who need to die because of what he was saying? If you're talking about what's going on in America, it's a test of faith. Be strong, and it's not just America, it's the world. Like I said, you choose. Don't blame and shout at others because of your situation. It's not a judgment, it's a fact. If what you have just wrote, facts don't care for feelings, truth is truth and truth hurts. A bit like Tom McDonald, I was just going through all of that. I'm not here to do your work for you. You're here to rise above it. If you can't take those steps, that's your choice. It's down to you to feed your mind. What do you watch, listen to? So don't blame others because they are happy. Go find happiness. Good luck. Empathy isn't telling people what they want to hear. It doesn't help them. I don't want to hear something. Empathy isn't telling someone something they don't want to hear. Does anyone sort of, what do you think about that? Well, that's what I always do, Alan. Alan, I can't say your name. Is I do put myself in other people's shoes, and I've been in other people's shoes, so I could talk about it. Empathy, compassion, and truth are needed. It would be different if it came with the same negative. That's the thing. People think empathy is you have to feed people what they want to hear. But like I said, if you're only feeding people what they want to hear, because it might make them feel better for a little bit of time, because that's what they want to hear, it's not going to do them any good in any time, in the long run, because you're being lied to, basically. Yeah, just consideration for others not pandering to them. Yeah, you don't pander to them just because, you know what I mean? So I'm sorry if people get offended that are in chat now or after, but it's the truth. This is what's happening in the 3D world, if you want to say it. People are seeing their asses because they don't want to hear certain truths. Happiness is a choice. It doesn't mean that you're happy every single second of the day. It just means that you choose it. Like me this morning, I was really grateful for these. I'm like, oh wow, these flower all year round, and that's why I love them. Look at them, they're coming back. They always come back. My orchids, I'm like, wow, grateful for the little things. I'm happy they're starting to bud. I'm happy I had my yellow top on today because the sun was actually absolutely gorgeous where I'm from in the UK today. And that made me happy. Finn was talking about funny things today. That made me happy. I'm not looking into, I'm aware of what's going on, but I'm not feeding into all that. I mean, my mum's had the vaccine today. I'm like, oh my God. I've told her, but what can I do? It's her choice. But it is the truth. If you're unhappy, it's no one else's problem. It's no one else to blame. It's you. You are the one that makes you happy. You're just manoeuvring around all the energies. Now, I wrote something today, which hopefully I can read because it just came in. And then I'm going to go through the whole Star Wars thing. So if people feel offended, they feel offended. That's okay. You're allowed to feel offended. But at the end of the day, don't look at other people. And I'm trying to say, I put a positive message up, someone comes back with a negative. That's fine. But don't assume that I haven't been through my own traumas, because I have. But I choose, with my learnings and lessons, to come from it. And when you do, and you're in a more positive alignment, more positive things come in. So I'd rather be in a more positive node because I know what happens and what great things you get in when you're positive. I also know what happens because I've been there when you're not and you're being negative all the time. It's not a nice place to be in. But like I said, I wouldn't want to be going to a counsellor who was feeding you shit for months and months and you were paying him just to keep rubbing your back and patting your head for you and saying that you're all right. I'd rather him tell me the truth, and I wouldn't be there that long, would you, if you get what I'm saying? Yeah, there are a lot of souls. Yeah, there are a lot of lost souls out there right now, Janine. And they don't know how to ask for it. They don't. A lot of it's to do with ego. A lot of it's because they don't know. And a lot of it's because we've all been programmed. But I had to go through this for about 5 years. I've been working on myself for 5 years. That's a long time. I'm still doing it, and I always will be. It's just one foot in front of another, as we've said before. No one said, oh, you wake up tomorrow and you're like that, and you go, oh, I'm going to do this. I think Mark Bajinski's just done a really good video on it. Easy. Everybody's talking about the same thing. You know, one foot in front of another. It's not, oh, I'm going to do this, my goal is that, and I'm going to stop that tomorrow. It's just one step at a time. It's not a race. Yeah. I've been out of everything lately, even tissue. We are still happy. I don't take any pain out of the others. No. And that's another thing, you know, you don't have to take on board everybody else's crap. It's not for you to do that. It's for you to sort your own crap out. Positivity breeds positivity. Yeah, so I got in today. Right, the shift. There's a massive shift going on, we all know. The split, the divide. Now, this is in the prophecies. Me and Susie Q were talking about this day. A lot of us know this. It's in the Bible. It's in the Hopi prophecies. It's in a lot of prophecies. These prophecies are for now. The prophecies are happening now. Now. A lot of people said 2012. Well, things started then, but when you think about it, we are sort of in 2012 if you think about swapping a few numbers down. But it's all about the now. Everything's happening now. This is just the beginning. But, you know, people going about the Rainbow Tribe and all these different things. That's what we are anyway. We're the ones that came here to save us, not Trump, not anybody. We came to do it before anyone starts. But at the end of the day, them prophecies are for now. And it was called the Great Divide, the Great Split, the world pulling apart. Well, it is. Because people are against each other. And people are dividing in opinions and perceptions and all that sort of stuff that's going on. Which is clearly going on. We all know this is going on. In families, in friends, whatever. It's all going on. So the prophecies are true. And they are going on. But we choose the timeline we want to go on. And I know it's a lot stronger in the, on the positive line. Yeah, we all know about the Disney shit and all that stuff, but I mean that I don't even talk about that anymore because that's irrelevant. So I've wrote down there's a lot going on in division, but the biggest is the mind, the mindset, the war on the minds, as we all know. Yeah, the game begins now. Exactly. Can you reset your mindset? This is what it's all about. People have been brainwashed. Can you reset your mindset? Can you get rid of all the programming? Can you program you something with something new? Positivity instead of negativity. You reset it. No one else can. You do it. People are trying to help people and speak about some things, but no one else is out there to do it for you. You're there to do it yourself. Only you know you, and only you know what makes you happy. So I can't do it for you. Hang on a minute. Other people can't do it for you. They can give you advice and certain things that may help you, but we're all different and we all learn differently. And this is why some people get very confused with when they think I'm on one sometimes and a bit mad. It's not mad, it's called passion. So no one else can do it for you, because if you've been there and you've had friends trying to tell you, you don't always listen. A bit like someone said, you can't tell them, you've got to show them. So resurrection, I talked about that today. You're the resurrection. Every day, every morning you wake up, you have a resurrection to be in the light or not. You can stand in the dark or stand in the light. It's up to you. Oh, what did I put here? Resurrection. You. See, when I do this automatic writing, I don't even know what I wrote sometimes. Your resurrection, your. I think it says. I think I've put your resurrection, your death for you is the old you, you're reprogramming yourself. Gone is the old you, and you're bringing in the new you. You're electing, you know, all these elections going on, as we've got 45 in the house. You're electing your new self. I've elected me, myself, and I, my new higher state of being, mind state. I'm electing. No one else is electing it. I'm electing. I've chose to elect a new version of me going forward. Again, shedding that old skin and moving forward, and you'll keep doing that throughout your life. Nobody gets to say what you are, who you are, or the way you should do it. People say the following, and then that was just meaning the comment that I've just brought up there. And they always go on about people don't understand, woe is me, nobody's empathic, you know, I've got empathy. It's like, yeah, we have, but we just don't want to keep feeding you and wrapping you up in cotton wool because it isn't going to make you grow at all. Happiness, and then I wrote down, happiness, it's got the I, so this just came in. Happiness is what you make happen in your I, meaning I, me, I am. Your I is you, I am. Happiness is the wholeness, because you've got the I in happiness. So I was trying to say you've got happiness, your wholeness, your being is all you. So it's up to you. I am happy. I am. It's not I'm not, I'm this, I'm that. It's what you allow and tolerate to bring into yourself, to bring into your realm, to bring in your Taurus field, whatever you want to say it. What you bring in and what you choose to listen to, watch, the friends around you, blah, 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 will affect you. And it's what you tolerate. Are you going to tolerate friends around you that are pushing you towards things that are slowly going to not do you any good? Or would you rather have friends that are going to tell you, look, you need to take time out, you need to stop doing that, you need to stop doing this? Would somebody sit there, I know this doesn't sound nice, people who do this, it's not getting anyone, but cutting themselves, and you just carry on going, yeah, it's okay, yes, it's okay. So that person carries on doing it. Are you going to be like, oh my God, let's get you a bandage, let's go and help you, let's get you some help. What are you doing? You're doing this to yourself. What is the... Or are you just going to let it keep happening? I personally don't tolerate staying in negative thoughts and emotions, and I do not tolerate other people's negative thoughts and emotions. Meaning, too many people come into my chat or comment after I do delete some of people's comments, like I just got rid of someone before, because I don't tolerate it. Woe is me isn't going anywhere. Negativity isn't going anywhere. You know, it just isn't. There's too many people in it. If you were taking on everybody's emotions and thoughts, you would never expand, because you'd be too focused on everybody else's this and everybody else's that. How would you ever get anything done of what you want to bring into your life? You are here to put in the check. What have I put? You are here. See, this is me when I start writing things down dead fast. You are here to check in to your own thoughts and feelings. Nobody else's, because that's nothing to do with you. You are here to check into your own thoughts and feelings and shine and be the shining example. It's all alchemy. It's all alchemy. So you are here to check in to your own thoughts and feelings and be the shining example. Not to tell anyone how to do it or blah, 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 blah. Be the shining example of how we bring forth the light in the dark, how we maneuver around energies of peoples, planets, you know, all the stuff I was talking about, that everything's energy, and anything around us becoming around us, because everything is energy. Happiness is all to do with you, what you feel your mind's, what you feed your mindset with. As I said before, your mind is like a garden, and what you feed it with, it's going to grow or it's not going to grow. You're going to stunt your growth with something if you are feeding it negativity. That is to do with what you watch, the people you're around, so on and so forth, which I keep harping on about. What you feed your mindset with, it's the choice. Facts don't care about feelings. Water your garden well and take care of it. The weeds do not feed into energy. Take care of the weeds. Do not feed into other energies, negative energies. It's not for you to sort out other people's shit. They have to pull their own weeds out of their own garden. And the best way is to shine and be the example. Just be the example. Be the example of all you are growing to be happy. You're growing to be happy. I put Star Wars, and this just made me laugh. Star Wars, and I was telling a friend today, she's like, I didn't look at it like that. Star Wars and Starship Troopers, because everyone probably thought I was talking about Star Wars, and I actually wasn't. What I was saying was, Star Wars, we know this is in many films, is a film of dark and light. And as we all know, Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker took the choice to be for the dark or for the good, and he did seem sway a bit and he wasn't really sure, but he did go and slay that family because his family got killed by those that slayed his family, so he thought it was righteous to go and do the same back. Like vengeance, but that isn't the way, is it? So, you know where I'm going. So, we all know, blah, blah, in that film, you know, when you see him meet his dad, when he took the mask off and he died, you did think at one point Darth Vader didn't really sort of look like he had that thing where he realised he should have been working for the dark, and it like regretted it, you know, with his son and everything, and it's that whole choice thing. The Jedi and the Jedi Master, just like Yoda said, that's why I love Yoda, you are not this crude matter, you are a luminous light being, was it, or something, because we're spirit, not this, is those energies that we are fighting against every day in a sense, because you choose every day to be either in the dark or in the light. And a Jedi, we're all Jedis in training. It's just like the Ascendant Masters, Buddha, whatever, they all went on their path and grew every day and expanded and learnt not to get too caught up in their emotions. Yes, you can feel stuff, but it isn't you. And they don't get caught up in it and get angry and all that stuff. It's not how you win. It's not how you win your mindset. You're warring with yourself when you're in fear, and warring with other people, you're warring with yourself. So a Jedi to a Jedi Master or whatever is someone who's mastered the mindset. You know, because you don't see clearly when your mindset isn't mastered. And that's what we're doing constantly, trying to master our minds. Thanks, Rob. And that's what Star Wars is about, basically. The Ascendant Masters, we've all heard about Ascendant Masters. Well, the Ascendant Masters are people who just went and did the practicing and mastered the minds. You are, you know, like gurus or whatever, but you are your own guru. You are your own. What you're here to do right now is to master your own mindset, especially in these times. So you become the Ascendant Master, the ascension, you're ascending above, you're rising above the bullshit, you're rising above the negativity, you're taking care of your mindset and raising above all the emotions and all the anger that is going on in the world right now. Then you see clearly, but you also feel better within yourself, because this also affects everything else. Starship Troopers, that was just a bit of a giggle I was having. I've not really watched that film anyway, but Starship Troopers, I just thought, you are the trooper on your own starship. We're all floating around the universe, right, in our little starships, because you're all stars, bumping into each other's auras, fields, you know, little universes going on next to us, because that's what you all are, little worker cells on planet Earth in God's body, and there's a universe going on within you and in that, and so on and so forth. But you are the driver of your own starship, and you are manoeuvring yourself around the universe in the divine waters of energy, and it's up to you how you manoeuvre around them energies. Certain days of the week bring in certain energies, and you can harness that energy if you know about it. If you don't, you'll find out certain days can make you a bit bonkers, and certain days can make you a bit angry, and certain days can bring a lot of abundancing and so on and so forth, like today with Jupiter. But if you don't know about certain energies with energies, that's sometimes why you're feeling things, and people don't understand that either. So that's all I wanted to say, really. Good day, Dolly. Hi, Zal. Yeah, those of us challenging the dark will be the first day attack. They will kick their asses. They will kick their asses, though. It's already won. I know, we have already won. And that's the thing, what I'm seeing at the minute, thank you, Ordinary Bear, is a lot of people who are screaming out at the minute because they're not understanding about energy. They're like, I was going to say headless chicken, but like a what's that? Not the kraken. They chop the head off, and even though it's dead or dying, it's just thrashing around. But soon it'll calm down and stop. Do you know what I mean? That's what I see a lot of people doing because of these energies that are going about. We all know we're in a spiritual war. We've all been shouting this out for ages, but it has already won. It's just that the dark side knows, that's why they're thrashing about. But like I said, but if you're in those negative energies and you're just in fear and you don't see anything good and everything's woe is me, it's a dark energy. It's a dark energy. Thank you for coming in. But yeah, I just wanted to say that to that, and I will say out of my mouth again, it's not that person who commented. It is not them. That's not their soul. That isn't them. It's just the energy that person and many other people out there all around the world choose out of choice to stay in. So what I'm trying to say is, if you want to be happy, and that person's looking at me saying, oh, well, it's all right because you're happy. I'm happy because I choose to be happy. I haven't got a perfect life. There's lots of things that could be better in my life, but I'm quite happy with what I've got. I'm quite content. But I choose to be happy. I know there's people with less off more than me, less than me. I know there's people in the world that have real bad horror stories and things going on, or missing limbs and things like that, and whatever, and people want to moan about just certain things that are going on because they've got their head stuck too much in the news, or actually too much into themselves with their own thing that they're choosing not to come from because it's comfortable to be in it. I saw a girl the other day. This is just people's mentality at the minute. It is disgusting. There was a girl who was a tarot reader, and I came across her the other day, and I can't remember what her name is. Somebody Brooke, or a young girl, very beautiful, but I noticed her hands were like this as she was doing the cards, and she was doing this a lot, and I thought, oh, and I was watching, and then I found out that she'd had an accident when she was younger, and she can't dress herself and she can't do certain things, but she and her hands are locked quite like that, so like, you know, she has learned to do a makeup because she's one of the girls, you know, does a makeup and all that, and then she through perseverance, she every day would, you know, because she loved doing a makeup, got a makeup brush, and she learned to put it on because she couldn't do anything. She had to, you know, go through rehabilitation and all that sort of stuff. But she can do that now. She's still got closed hands, but she can grip things, and she could do it because she persevered and didn't let that get in the way, because she had, you know, a very strong will and spirit to not let that stop her. And I noticed in comments, there's always people that want to bring people down. It was, oh, she's only doing that to get attention. She's not really had an accident. She's not really done this. She's not really done that. It's like, is that all you people can say? Probably because she's quite a big YouTuber of what I could see and what she's doing. She's positive. She's beautiful. She looks like she's got a good life despite what she went through. People just can't stand it. And then there was another lady who was set up an Etsy site ages ago. It was like a bohemian thing. She made handmade things and this, that, and the other. And then the next minute, comments again. Oh no, she didn't. She didn't make all these things. She didn't. She actually did, but people don't listen to the way things are explained. But there's always people who have to say something, and the reason why they do it is because they're not happy, and they haven't had the gumption to put something together and move something forward and bring some goodness into their life. So people who do that are normally the people who are jealous. Yeah, if you give into the negativity, you're walking blind through life, you are. And this is why I say what I say, and it just makes me laugh when a lot of people think I'm being negative because I'm shouting something out. And it's like, I'm not shouting something out. I'm trying to get people to understand what's going on in the world right now and why a lot of people are feeling this way. And if you're looking for happiness, it's with yourself. It starts with you. Like I said, it doesn't mean my life's perfect. It's perfect for me right now. It doesn't mean, yeah, there could be other things going on. I mean, we're all in a weirdness at the minute anyway. But it's okay because I choose to get up in the morning and think, right, what am I grateful for today? Well, I'll tell you what I put today. I've just got to do my 3 things after, which is 3 words to sum up today. I couldn't do that in the morning because I hadn't started my day. I've put, some people go, I'm grateful for the great big car I've got, blah, 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 blah. I've put, today I'm grateful for the gorgeous sunshine, beautiful, because it's been gorgeous, even though it's been freezing. Then I wrote down, because I normally do about 3, enough said, happiness lies within, we know that they will catch it. Yeah. Today I am grateful for everything I have, whatever that is. To some people it might not be a lot, but to me, I'm grateful. Today, I am grateful for the beautiful morning and evening skies because they've been gorgeous. So I tend to go up just before tea time to sit on my bed for a bit because it's warmer up there and the sun comes in. And the other day it was purple and pink and today was pink. And I just look at it because colour frequency is healing. And I just sit there thinking, oh my God, it's beautiful. And that never gets tiring because it's that beautiful. And I'm not in awe of it, even though I see it every day. I'm just like, oh my God. Some people would be like, you are. They wouldn't find that. They would do like grateful for the little things. And then I'll write tonight the 3 things that I've summed up today. All positive, because why would you focus on the negative? Why would you focus on the negative? So yeah, so like I said, you are the Starship Trooper. You're a trooper. You've got your own starship. You've got your own starship and it's you who manoeuvres it around the waters. No one else drives it for you. You drive your own vessel. You are the star in your universe. You are the star in your own world. And you are the star of your own story. Don't let anyone else tell you any different. What you're all saying. But, you know, and this is why I say, yes, you can get down about things. But you always pick yourself back up. So I do not tolerate that because people always come back with, oh yeah, but nobody cares. Oh yeah, but you must have a better life. Oh yeah, but no one understands. Oh, you're judging. No, I'm not, because everyone's had trauma at some point of life and I've had it as well, and that's why I can talk about it from experience, because it's you who takes yourself out of it or not. Yes, there are a lot of weird stuff going on, energies. Yes, there are bad things happening and people aren't taking notice of some things and it's frustrating, but still you've got to bring, you've not got to feed into that, because it's not going to get you anywhere. It's not going to get you anywhere at all. So like I said, one of the greatest things you can do is do the attitude of gratitude. Yeah, we are amazing souls. Not all of us know how amazing we are. No, and that's what people forget. All those people as well, you're all amazing, and they don't see it, and that's why we do feel, because we feel the empathy for people who feel in that way, that they don't see that they can take the self out of it. And it's like, but you can't tell people. Just like you know who said, you've got to show people. But then when we show people, a lot of people are like, oh my God, I don't like it when you're happy. I don't like it when you're shining. Why? Because you're not. But we're trying to show you. Just get out of it. You know what I mean? I'll tell you what I am really grateful for. Spring seems to be coming earlier. Lots of flowers are springing up. And hey ho, we're coming more into spring, and then it'll be summer and better weather, and everyone feels better in the sunshine. So that's a good thing to be looking forward to, no matter what's going on. But yeah, so oh, it's just crazy bonkers, amazing all at the same time. But it is basically about your mindset, and it is you. It is you. And I know most of you know this in chat. This is just for people who may be new and coming across, or they're feeling depressed. You can take yourself from the depression. I've said before, depression is when you're thinking too much of the past and you're not letting go. Anxiety is when you're thinking too much of the future that hasn't even happened. You're in the now, so you don't need to be thinking too much about that because it hasn't happened yet. You're in the now. Rachel said she loves watching the trees. Come on, give us a thing today. What you're grateful for today. One thing that you're all grateful for. And don't say you're not grateful for something. You've got to be grateful for something. And I'm going to pull Whispers of Love and Nature's Whisperers. You know, it's that thing, innit, when you wish people could see their own light and their own divinity because it's beautiful. And everyone's got it. No one's better than anyone else. You know? Nobody's better than anyone else. Wise words, Janine. Thank you. Oh, your mum says thank you. It just, you know, I get et up sometimes as in that, whoa, it's not his passion because I want people to feel better. Even the haters out there, like Redfield Pillar say, love the haters as well. To see their own divinity and light is not about other people, it's about you. Thank you, Danny. Thank you. I'm not seen, and everyone can do it. Like I said, you still have your ups and downs, and you always will, but it's what you choose to align with and how you choose to think. You know, if something doesn't go right in life, like I said before, a job or whatever it is, you just think, it wasn't for me. I've said this before, you could go for a job and not get it, and you might be really upset you didn't get it, but how do you know that if you'd have got that job, the boss would be really like, you just couldn't get on with the boss, and the people there were really like, oh my God, and you'd end up being really depressed. So really, it might have been a divine intervention that you actually didn't get the job. And then another job comes up and you realise actually that job was better than the other one. There's always a silver lining. Always. Yes, cool, Nick. That's beautiful, and it's very true. The opportunity to open my eyes for another day to be better than I was yesterday. Exactly. This is why it says resurrection. The resurrection of you every day. When the sun rises is a resurrection for you to be a better person every day. Even if you made a mistake yesterday or whatever, it doesn't matter. You rise every day with the rising of the sun. Only will the world end when that sun is not shining, and that hasn't happened. And that's why we know the light is always here, because that sun is always shining. And we are solar beings. So unless that sun goes out or something happens, then you can shit yourself. But it hasn't, and it won't. So, you know, there's always light. I have a job, I do. Well, there's a lot of people fighting all over the world for the rights, you know, of the people, and that's what's going on as well. We all know everything's up in the air with everything. So people can't say, you know, people like to blame stuff on other people, family and stuff around them, when really it's just because there's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now. And that's the thing of the prophecies, the great divide, the splitting of the two realms that some people talk about, the Hopi prophecies. It's all for now, the great divide. What do you think's going on now? The days of revelation, or whatever you call it in the Bible, it's all the same, and it's all going down now. It's all the same. It's all the same. There will be a great split before. This is why I said unity's not happening at the minute, because nobody's in pure unity. It's got to have the great divide, dividing the chaff from the wheat or whatever, We see the truth and it comes back. That's when there's true unity. To me, is when everybody sees the light and knows what was causing what and who was what and where was what, and then we all go, oh my god, oh sorry for being that to that person, sorry, oh it wasn't us, it was these forces of the blah blah blah. Then there'll be proper unity. It's not unity at the minute. There's a massive divide at the minute. Karma wins. Yeah, and karma is, to me, karma is energy. And karma is the energy you put out. So whatever you're putting out, karma will come back in the form of, if you're putting negative energy out, you'll get negative energy back. If you're putting positive energy out, you'll get positive energy back. Karma is energy. It's all about what you put out. And what you put out now will manifest in the future, so be very careful. Let's see. People can forgive, but they don't always forget, and that's why things can happen in the future with certain things, what you're putting out. If people remember you helped them and you did certain things in the future, something might come up, they'll refer you to people or whatever it is. If you haven't, you're not going to get referred, are you, for something, It's all about who you are as a being. Like, someone once said to me a few weeks back, oh, I've got this and I've got that, and such and such body's got this and that. And I went, it's not about what you've got. Yes, you're allowed things, but when you pass over, people are going to remember you for who you were and what you brought to the world and your legacy. Not, have you got a big house and a big car and did you make this much money? How successful were you in the material? Yes, you're allowed that, but the really biggest thing, what you weighed at, is that a bit Egyptianified? Is it in the or what you call it, when you, was it Anubis? Can't remember, when you go and get your soul weighed, it won't be the material, because you can't take that with you. It'll be off your heart and what you gave out and service to others. So that's what people have got to remember. It'll be weighed, because your soul never lies, and when your soul gets weighed at the end of the day, let's say, it knows how much weight of negativity or positivity you gave out, because it collects all that. It knows, and you can't lie to it, because it just knows. Because you know deep down inside anyway, even though a lot of people try and lock it away as if they don't, but they do. Oh, thank you, Ordinary Bear. Yeah, and like I said, you're all high vibing in chat, and that's why it works, and that's why you get a lot of vibing energy, because we all understand and we all help each other. I don't think negative energy is more powerful. It's more powerful if more people are in negative energy. That's why the news have brainwashed people, and that's why years and years and years back, that's why it's been stronger, because people didn't know the truth. But no, love is stronger than negativity. Positive is stronger than negativity. And there's a lot of positive going about anyway. So no, I don't believe in that at all. Love is the highest form of, love is the highest frequency. Love is positive. It's not negative. So, nah. Yeah, exactly. Like Lois says, negativity isn't stronger. It's just out of balance. Yeah, everything's out of balance, and it's just about balancing it up. It's like dark and light. We all hold the dark, and we all hold the light. But the dark has been overtipped, and it's been in balance, and a lot of people's mind states have as well, because of what's been going on, and they knew this way back, and that's why they used the TV as a programming to brainwash people. So the negativity was coming out of balance, and you can tell that by when you look back at the years gone by of how people have been, what they've been doing and stuff. But we're taking it back to balance. It's not because the light's going to overrule, you could say, the dark. It's just energy. It's balancing. Yeah, we learn from both sides. Yeah, we do. We learn from both sides. And what you normally learn is you'll get that energy of the dark, but you normally choose to then bring it to the light, because it's just a learning. But it has been out of balance. So no, negativity isn't stronger. It's only been stronger because it's been out of balance, and it has sort of been over the light, but the light's fought back. The light's already won, really. We're just watching it all roll out. So imagine how flipping awesome things are going to be when we get to the well lifted and we all I know, I can't wait. I can't say a time because we don't know, but what you've just said in chat, Rob, is, yeah, and we did get told a while back the last one will be magical. Well, when that happens, when you're manifesting or when you're happy anyway, and you have to put that feeling in of, can you imagine the time when you were at your most joyfulest of bliss of whatever it was, because that's what you always should use as an emotion behind your manifestations, because that's how it works with emotion behind it. You don't just say it, you have to put the emotion behind it of positivity as well. That, imagine that times, I don't know what, 1,000. Can you imagine? I just get that feeling of we're all going to be gobsmacked, because we all actually know nothing as well of how amazing it's going to be. Yeah, it does, Laurie. So, yeah, I'm on board with that as well. And we can't say, we all speculate, oh, this and that, and that's going on, and this is going on. It's like, and this will happen. It's like, we don't really know, but we don't really know the exact ins and outs of it, but we just have this knowing it is going to be amazing. You know, like, oh my God, like, that's what I think anyway. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about when you're just like, to me, in my head, everyone would be looking at each other. People who've, not got on with each other, people who are dividing over different things, but in the end, you're just going to be all like, and this is where I say unity will come back. The people that have divided, in the end, have just gone, see, we're all a deck of cards, right? We're all together. This deck works together with all these cards. They're all different, but we all work together and it makes this deck, right? But at the minute, we're all like, the great split. But when this, whatever, we come back together, we're all going to be like, oh my God, can you believe we were all like, blah, 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 blah. But it needed to happen because people have been so hoodwinked, brainwashed, whatever words you want to use, they're all the same. Yeah, some will refer it to some will refer it to like it was an act of God. Yeah, and they said it's going to be biblical. That also means big, big, big. Just the beginning, and the best is yet to come. So, and I don't sit there thinking, oh my God, when is it going to be? What time it was going to be? It doesn't matter. That's irrelevant. Just keep walking forward and enjoying. Mark Baczynski just said on this channel about walking up a mountain. It's a journey. But just enjoy the journey. Don't get stuck on, I've got to get to the top of the mountain. Just go on the journey, because you'll get there anyway. But take in what's around you, the beauty that is around you on that journey, the lessons, the learning, things in your life, awareness of everything around you, and just enjoy. Hi, Alec. Just enjoy your path, your journey. Just enjoy it. Even the shitty bits, just enjoy it, and eventually you'll get there. But you'll get there without noticing you're there, because you'll have been so enthralled in the beauty of what's going on around you, and even, like I said, all the other stuff. You'll be like, oh, I reached the top. Yeah. And then you might have another mountain to climb, and then you'll go on it again. So, this is what I'm trying to say. Don't poo-hoo your journey and moan because you got in a certain situation. A lot of people will still sit in the situation they were in about, I don't know, 30 years ago. Well, it depends how old you are. And it's like, well, that isn't irrelevant now, is it? Because it's not stopping you from doing anything. So don't let it stop you from doing anything. Hi, Flower Power. Oh, there we go. So we've got some cards. We've got ideal course of action. Well, yeah, what is your ideal course of action? There's your castle. You are the king and queen of your own castle, your own domain. You've got the ship coming in these flowing waters. There's people going up to the castle. I know she's got like a lizard on her head. Some people might think, yeah, she's reptilian. Well, we do have a bit of a reptilian brain, but it's up to you. It's like the devil and the angel sitting on your shoulder. I was going to draw that picture today. What's whispering in your ear? Which do you want to listen to? Do you want to listen to the negative, or do you want to listen to more of the positive? You choose. It's your choice what you let in. And then the next one is pause. Have a bit of a pause. Have a bit of a time out of what you're doing. This is why I say stop feeding into the news and certain stuff. Have a bit of a time out. Have a bit of a pause. Have a bit of a reflection. Get out in nature. Chill out. And then I've got another deck that's by the same deck, but it's different, which is Whispers of Love. Whispers of Love. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. You just need to do, you just need to be you. And take care of your wiring. Thank you. You're here to guide people. If you're doing that, you're not here to do people's job for them. You're not here to do people's work for them. You can put guidance out. You can, say to people, but not people who commented before are the sort of people that never listen. They never take on board. And even if they do listen, they don't always go and do the practice of it. So they say, oh, well, nothing's changing yet, but you've got to change, and you've got to change your patterns. You've got to change. Maybe you need a new practice in the morning. Maybe you need to bring something in, a practice like of gratitude or something. But people don't want to go and do it. And then they wonder why they've got no change in their life. So, the last time we had strikes like now was way back in the 1962 hippie era. Yes, collectives are coming back. Yeah. But the only thing is, there's a massive difference with what's going on now. It's like the person who came in before got screaming about the New World Order. That's fair. That is not what's happening. The New World Order have always been here. They were just trying to cap it off. But, if people want to be in that timeline, that's up to them. I don't feed into it. Times are different, totally different. And the reason why they're totally different is because we've got the technology of the internet, and people have been getting more things out, so it's not as covered up as it used to be. So it still doesn't matter about the past, about 1962 or before, even though, yes, things do repeat themselves, but it's totally different. It's a totally different era that we're in, and thank God we have got the internet and certain things, because that's how things are getting out quicker, that's how they're not hiding the lies, that's how things are showing up, and that's a fact. So it is different. Thank God. Let's be grateful for the internet. Yes, we know they've used it to track people, but people can moan about that. It's also been used on them. So, it's all good, people. It's all good. We wouldn't be connecting right now, so. Yeah, we have the New World Order on the heels. That's why they are having the ramp. Yeah, that's why they're ramping everything up. That's why people's energies are getting ramped up. That's why people are on the attack of people. That's why people are screaming out about certain stuff. That's why people are feeling low and all that. And everything going on. Everything's been ramped up. And that's why we've all been saying, calm down. Calm down. Rob, calm down. So, yeah. Cards. We've got... Turn on your heart light. Well, yeah. Turn on your heart light. Allow yourself in this moment to reflect on the time when you experienced love. Sort of said that before about happiness, didn't we? And then we got this one. Yes, the internet backfired on them. It sure did. It sure did. Do something for someone else. Well, yeah, service to others. Give your attention to somebody else. And this isn't focusing on someone. This is sometimes, we like to give love out to others. It could be your pets. It could be your kids. It could be your mother, your granddad, whoever. But, yes. This one. This is a nice picture. Look at that. Look at that. Ooh, that's beautiful. Tree of life. Rainbows. That's beautiful. Can you see that? Oh, it's number 7. 7 heaven. That's what 7 stands for. The only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus from the problem back to love. Boom. Too many people out there are too fixated on the problems, and they just need to release them. And then we've got this, and it says, be authentic to who you are. You are asked to be real and true, pertaining to who you are and how you feel. I do. That's why I've come on and done this chat, because I'm being authentic about it. I'm not covering things up and trying to mollycoddle everyone into, I don't know, wrapping everything up in cotton wool. It's not what people need to hear. You know, people are doing wrong. You know, they need to be told. That's love. Spoon feeding people and letting them carry on is not love. You're only doing yourself more damage. So, yes. I was doing a couple of drawings. I didn't finish that one off yet, and then I was doing this one today because it is, don't know if you can see it, it's a lady with the stars and the moon and planets going around representing the planetary energies that do, I would say, people may say rule over us. They may, but they don't actually rule us when you've just got to maneuver around them or sit with them or relax in them or utilize. So, but if you don't know about certain energies, certain days and things like that, planetary energies, yeah, they can make you bubble up sometimes and feel in certain energies and you don't know why, and then you think it's other people and this, that and the other, and it's not. It's the energies going about. So I'll have to sort of colour that one in. But there you go. So I might go and do that in a bit before I go to bed. Oh, thank you, Lois. So, yes. So that's what I wanted to say. I think there was something else I wanted to mention, but let me have a look. And like I said, it's not to that person, and I'm saying this out loud so people can hear. It's not to that person. These energies are not, it's not the true being of people. It's just the energy. So, you know, like I said, the message is, if you want to stay in a certain mindset and in a certain energy, it is your choice to do that. And there's nothing wrong, but certain ways of being and awareness will help you more than another way of being will. So happiness is a choice. Happiness is not a destination. It's a life state of mind, really. It's a way of being, and you choose to be either in that or not in that every single morning when you wake up. Yes, things can get on your nerves, but remember to try and be aware every time a bad thought comes in, to just tell it to move along, jog on, and think of something else that makes you smile, or something else that you could go and do that day, whatever it is. We are all being way too influenced by the collective community standards, and we lose our own spirit amongst the masses. Yes, we do, Thomas. I'm glad you've said that, because I see a lot of that going on. I see a lot of it going on the YouTube community that I'm not into, and I'd like to state to people right here and now, I'm not in the spiritual community. Yes, I'm spiritual. We all are, unless you're disconnected from spirit or don't realise it. But I'm not in a spiritual community. I'm not in any groups, any spiritual community. I'm just here on my channel doing what I do and talking from experience. So, no, I'm not in no community. But there is a collective going on, and it is influencing people, and they think there should be certain standards of certain ways, and it's absolute bollocks. Especially the spiritual community, because they do like to tell you what you should be, what you should look like, and if they've done something a certain way, if you're not doing it by their standards or the way they did it, then apparently it's not authentic, which is absolute rubbish. Because you only do it your way. You know yourself. You are the person that knows what's right for you. Nobody else does. They can think they do. Like I said the other day, your parents think they do. I probably think I know better for but I don't. It's just you like to have that control factor, but you don't. You know what's right for you. You'll make mistakes along the way. You'll learn by your mistakes, or maybe you won't. But that's what life's about. So you're here to master your mindsets, people. You choose happiness, or you choose not to be happy. That's up to you. At the end of the day, don't look at other people's happiness and, try to bring those people down, or, you know, try to go against people because you see them in a positive light, just because you don't know yourself, and maybe you don't know what makes you happy. Well, you need to go and find that. You need to go and find what makes you happy and go and do more of it, even in these times. Anything that lifts your spirit. Thank you, Thomas. Everybody does in chat, it's an energy exchange. Anything that lifts your spirit is what you should be doing more of every day. We are all exactly where we're meant to be. Yeah, we are. And that's the thing as well, because we're not above anybody else, and no one's better than anybody else. But I would say people are on different parts of the path, moving forward, and it'll always be just keep moving. You know, we don't want to get stuck and just stay in one place. But everyone is right where they're meant to be, and that's why no one can do anyone's journey for them. You only learn by doing it yourself, and you'll do it in your own unique way, in your own divine time, and we will all get there. It's like I said the other day about the meditation I had, when there was two rivers divided, but these two rivers met, and when they went into a waterfall, and then when they went into the waterfall, they were in the hole. This is what's going to happen with the Great Divide. So it's fine, but if you go down that stream, like I said, there'll be many rapids and things going on, but if you decide to go against it and resist the change in the flow, the bends in the rivers and all this stuff, because it seems a bit fearful, it seems a bit scary, yeah, you can try and go back upstream and try and get back to where you used to be, maybe in the past, or stay where you are, but you're going to have a problem in flowing water to stay where you are. You're going to have to grip on it, it's going to be really hard. Or you're just going to find it really hard to get back upstream. It's just easier to go with the flow. So, you know, it's when people are resisting change, well, it's happening. So get used to it. Oh, thank you, Flower Power, for the super chat there. Thank you very much. It's very much appreciated. And yeah, so I'm going to go. Like I said, it wasn't having a go at that comment. It was just having a go at that energy that always pops up. And it is doing, because you've all just stated at the beginning that you're seeing a lot of this, and it is happening. And it's just because of energy at the minute. And that, you know, so people haven't got to get offended, because that's not really you anyway. You know sometimes, before I go, if you've got really, really mad about something, or your partner's pissed you off and you've got really mad, it's only because they've said something, you've got a bit offended, but you know that's not really you. That angry person isn't really you. That's why normally, no matter who's right or wrong in an argument, it normally does make you feel like shit either way. You know, it does drain your energy, because you know that's not really you. That's not really what you're about. So, you know, it's just being aware. It's just being aware. And that's the truth lesson. Stand in your truth, stand in your light, and don't give anyone your power. No, just do you. Do it the best way you know how. Be an example, be a great one like you. Oh, thank you. You all are, and you're all a beautiful example in chat, because, like I said before, we've got people in at the beginning, everyone wants to scream and shout and go on about certain things and shout out about the fear-mongering stuff, and it's like, well, you know, you choose where you want to be, and that's your choice. So, yes. So, yeah, so I'm assuming Red Pill Phil's not on anymore, but yeah, I'll have to try and get in on one of his chats, because we said we would anyway. But, yeah, so I'm going to go and I was just sorting some stuff out, crafting still. And then I might go and read a book for a bit and do my drawing in bed. That makes me happy, you know, that makes me happy. Yeah, so thanks for coming in. I'll just give you a few seconds to say bye to everybody and everything else. But, yeah, so, but like I said, we'd rather have friends and people around us, and, you know, people who are going to not wrap us up in cotton wool, not spoon feed us. We'd rather have some people that are going to tell us, look, you need to stop it. You know, you need to stop it. Shh, we won't tell him. Oh, I will, thank you. Yeah. I'm grateful to you, Janine, and all in chat. You are a fantastic bunch of roses. Yeah, you all are a fantastic bunch of flowers in chat, all unfolding and expanding. And like I said, there will be some new things coming with certain stuff, with certain creations I'm bringing out. I think Rachel Pixie, I don't think she's in chat, but she was giving me some sort of feedback of what she'd like me to put in my Patreon page. Like I said, it's there, but there's no videos in there. There's a few messages, but there's no videos in there yet, because the thing that I've got put together, I've got maybe I won't do it as the first one. I've got them actually put together. I keep looking at it on the table. But things that because also that's going to be a place where people can ask, like I said the other day, what would you like me to talk on? There's 37 and 37 in chat. And, if I like that sort of vibe of that, I can chat about it. The way, oh, she's there, yeah, oh yeah, she's still there. Yeah, she was putting in about crystals and different things, so I could, because it's going to be a place where people can ask me as well, and I will bring them chats in, and not all the chats are going to be from here, because there might be some people that are not really interested, I want that to be a place where I can put something over there, half an hour long, of a creative video or whatever it is for healing. And hi Edward, and it can be, you can just go and watch that, and it'll be for the people who really want that, because I will get people that come over here, and it might be something like, oh, I come for your chats and stuff, not your art stuff or whatever it is, but yeah, it would just be easy to put some things over there that's concentrated on, some new things that I want to bring in. So, and it's all to do with healing, so that's cool. My 21st, oh yeah, it's 21st wedding anniversary today. Was it tomorrow? Oh yeah, tomorrow, so that's lovely. I know it's my birthday soon, I can't wait. Valentine's Day on Sunday as well, and if you're not with anyone, just go and treat yourself. Spring will be sprung soon, and the seeds will start to grow. Yes, lots of symbolic signs that exactly. The weeds will be taken out. The chaff will be separated. What I'd call it from the corn or whatever. I never remember that saying, but yes, fantastic time to be alive. What a crazy show, but I wouldn't miss it for the world, and I wouldn't take anything back, and I wouldn't do anything different, because this is how we grow. So, oh, I'll tell you what, that's one of the things I'm looking forward to, is getting in the garden and starting to just plant loads of flowers for colour, seeing the birds in the garden, sitting out in the sun, smelling the grass, picking me daisies, blowing me what they call when the things turn into the clock things that you blow, Finn playing in the garden. Oh God, that's why I love the seasons. I love when seasons change, but I am really looking forward to spring and summer this year. I think we're gonna have some really good weather. I really do. Crafting in the garden, eating in the garden, having fun in the garden, everything in the garden. Dandelions. Yeah, the fresh, but just everything. The lighter mornings, when you can get up early, sit in the sun, which I used to do. Don't do so much when it's freezing, but sitting outside on my step like I used to do with me brew in the morning, taking in that 10 minutes of sun or 15 minutes of sun, having that peaceful time in the morning. See, I'm getting dead like, woo, can't wait. Even though I do that now, went in mid-conservatory this morning, it was hot in there because the sun was on it, but it's just, as we know, we all get a lot of joy and we all get recharged off the sun, and that's why everyone feels great in the sun, and that's why in winter everyone feels a bit more down, because they're not getting the light and they're not getting recharging the batteries, but we're all going to be a lot more recharged spring, summer, aren't we, and for a lot of other stuff as well, so it's going to be good. It's going to be good. We're coming out of, the dark. Anyone get what I'm saying? Dark to light, people. It's got to be said on it. It's got to be said. So, yeah. So I'm going to love you and leave you. I'm going to go and sort my lovely, I need to repot these actually. But my favourite flowers are orchids, these plants, because they just grow every year. I have orchids all the time, apart from, yes, I've got a plastic one over there that my mum got me. But, yes. Oh, I've got another plant, baby, actually. I've got another plant. We've got yin and yang over there, the little, is it the succulents, but I got another one today because I got my fella one to go with something for Valentine's Day because he loves succulents as well. And I got this little one because it was only cheap, but I liked it because it's got pink on it, pink and green. I don't know if you can see the pink on it here, but it's in a gold pot, and I thought, this is really cute. Won't let Nana near them because she'll try to eat them, but I might put that one in my bedroom. It's really, 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 really cute. And I think my fella had one like this. I don't know what it was. It got bigger. He put it in a bigger pot, and then it got bigger, and then it had a little thing out, and it started flowering another one. So I was like, I need to get some new pots. But I'm really excited about buying new plants this year. Can't wait. I've still got heather and lavender in the garden, but I want some more rose bushes in my garden and things. So that's one of my goals this year, if we're still in this whatever. But yeah, my garden needs attending to, and I can't wait. So like I said, I'm going to love you and leave you, and I will see you all soon. What day is it? Probably won't see you till next week now because I've got things going on, people to see, places to be, Valentine's Day, lots of nice stuff going on over the weekend. I've got some free time. So I'm just going to be doing the things that I enjoy. Yes. And if anyone in chat hasn't checked me out on Instagram, it's the same name on here with little dashes. Go and check me out. You might be interested in the things that are over there, and that's a positive platform as well. I know plants don't grow fast enough for me. Well, you see, my orchids, one minute I'm not looking, and the next minute I'm like, they flowered, and then I'm like, yeah, oh my god, yeah, they're beautiful, and then they fall off again. I'm like, oh my god, they're beautiful. Every time these bud, because look, these are gonna come out soon. I can't wait. It's like one minute I don't notice, and then they're there, and that's how manifestation works. You don't focus on it, and then it's there. They're gonna come out very, very soon. I can't wait. I think the white. But there's loads that needs cutting off, but there's quite a lot. I can't wait. Yeah, they're my favourite plants. Flavorlets. They're my flavorlet plants. Flavour. I'd rather if my fella doesn't watch me, but I'd rather have a plant than a bunch of flowers. So because they last longer. I'd be like, I'll have a new orchid plant. So I've got quite a few. Yeah. So as again, I am going lavender and roses. Love those. But yeah. So. Just joining, just home from work. Well, guess what? I'm going now. It's always the way when I'm going. Someone always goes, I'm here. And I'm like, hi. And I'm like, bye. So, yes. So remember, if you haven't tried this, it's a really good thing to do, is the attitude of gratitude. And it is nice to write it down. It gives you something to do in the morning. See, I'm yakking again. Or in the evening, you haven't got no excuse. You can do it before you go into bed, and then you can put what you were grateful for in the day, and maybe 3 little things that sum up today. I've got 3 little things that sum up today, and then 3 things that I'm grateful for. And I do put intentions, prayers, whatever you want to call it, out in the morning as well, bringing it all in. But it's a beautiful thing to do, and that will help with your well-being as well. So you just need a notebook. Or whatever. So like I said, I will see you soon. Enjoy your weekend. Susie Q, enjoy your day tomorrow. And if you're celebrating Valentine's Day, enjoy. If you're not, enjoy. If you're on your own, treat yourself anyway. We know it's all commercialised, but you still get people who will put the negative out on that, like, well, it's commercial. Well, you could make your partner something. You could just cook the tea. We know we don't have to have one day where we show love because it should be every day. But anyway, we can still enjoy it. We can still enjoy it. We don't have to be in that negativity of everything's, oh, it's a symbol of this and it's a symbol of that, and we went down that rabbit hole. Fair enough, we all have, but at the end of the day, just enjoy it anyway. Because if we're all in that frequency of that day, it's a nice frequency to be in. So, when is it? Sunday. Sunday. I know I even got like my Sunday. It was my actual fella who reminded me. I was like, oh, well, yeah, I forgot. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then what's that, 14th? Oh no. And then it's my birthday the Saturday after. Ooh. Oh, is he working? Oh. I know. That's unusual for a guy reminding me, and I'm like, is it? Was it? Don't even know what day it is anyway. What year is it? What day is it? I haven't got a clue. Thought it was Friday today, but it's not. So yeah. So yes, celebrations, and I mean, we all want to be celebrating something at the minute anyway. You know what I mean, with everything going on. So why not? So yes. So like I said, for the umpteenth time, I'll love you and leave you. So you can tell I've missed you all for the week, can't you? And I will see you all soon. Bye.